there. How crazy is it that this one, 15-minute trip across a green carpet that Megsy did last weekend is hours worth of entertainment value? It's truly amazing. But what I want to look at today is her little buddy there. And I wondered at first why it was that Kelly was letting herself get pushed around and pulled around on and off that carpet. Well, I think I found out the reason. And the reason was that she was using Megsy as much as Megsy was using her. So let me look at this. We have an article by Jack Royston telling us all the ins and outs of this ridiculous trip down the green carpet. So, Jack Royston tells us Meghan Markle, looking like she was serving too much and got shy on the red carpet, it was green, has gone viral on TikTok. The Duchess of Sussex chose a modified version of a red Carolina Herrera dress she previously wore in New York in 2021 for a gala in aid of Children's Hospital Los Angeles on Saturday night. Now, tell me, how much does Carolina Herrera regret ever letting Megsy wear that dress? I'm sure she just absolutely wishes she would just put it in her closet and never take it out again. And as she paused on the green carpet to pose for a bank of press photographers, initially by herself and then with her friend Kelly McKee Zagfin. A clip of the moment was liked 46,000 times and viewed 825,000 times. Yeah, Jack, why don't you look at that percentage there before you start spouting it? After being posted on TikTok with an on screen caption suggesting she was serving too much and got shy. The video showed Meghan appear to strike a pose before turning into Zagfen and standing slightly behind her shoulder as the pair were filmed from the side. One fan wrote, "She looks so good," while another replied, "She never ages. Beautiful queen." Please give me a moment while I vomit. Zagfen later posted a photo of them on Instagram alongside a message paying tribute to the care the hospital has given her daughter, Lily. She added, "I was also beyond grateful to share this beautiful evening with one of my closest friends. Meg, your commitment to supporting Children's Hospital Los Angeles and community is truly inspiring. I am so grateful to have you by my side." Meghan and Zagfen have been friends for years after being introduced by their husbands at a time when the Duchess was still married to her ex, Trevor Engelson. In July 2022, Zagfen's son, George, age 9, suddenly died of a viral illness at their home, and Prince Harry and Meghan have helped the family fundraise, including holding a tennis tournament in September. Oh, now Megsy now held that in September? Because I was pretty sure that the charity raise that held that fundraiser, and all Megan did was get Archibald's name on it, but didn't actually do anything for it. That's the most ridiculous. I mean, she just gets worse every day. Now, this is the Instagram post that the article was referring to. And I want you to notice right down here where it says earrings and ring by the incredible Sarah Handler, necklace Heart You by Established Jewelry, dress by Alice McCall Party Limited from Lindsay Price, and watch Freestyle Watches, that is Georgie's watch. Now, the reason I think that she allowed herself to be pulled and pushed along that carpet was because she was merching. And if she hadn't made national news, then she wouldn't have been, the merching wouldn't have done anything. She needed to get this publicity of being with Meghan in order for that merching to do any good. If Meghan had not pulled her onto that carpet, would anyone have paid attention to what Kelly did that night? No. But because Meghan was there, she got the press and the publicity, and she therefore gets to merch. Birds of a feather, they stick together. This woman is as bad as Meghan. I think she was using Meghan as much as Meghan was using her, and that's why she did it. Because she doesn't really care about, the fact that she has to sit here and say she's been friends with this woman who barely knows her. She doesn't care. It's all about the merching. And that's why I say, again, birds of a feather. So that explains a little bit of that mystery to me, at least. That just makes it all make more sense. Zagfen, co-founder of the Alliance of Moms, posted on Instagram after the event, "Harry and Meghan, you have been such a guiding light for our family, not just in the way you have shown up in friendship, but how you have shown up through the incredible work the Archewell Foundation does every day." Well, it only does an hour a week, right? I mean, isn't that what we've been told? "I'm in awe of your commitment to community and to friendship. On behalf of the Alliance for Children's Rights, we thank you. On behalf of our family, we love you." And again, why is she doing this? Because everybody was going to go to her Instagram page. Once it became known, she put a tribute to Meghan there, and therefore her merching gets merched. Her stuff gets merched. She's able to be an advertiser for those brands, and she's able to get the spotlight on her charity. Meghan's green carpet appearance at the JW Marriott LA Live came as Harry came toward the end of a world tour across 3 continents with stops in New York, London, and Southern Africa. The prince conducted the trip alone, appearing on behalf of a huge cross-section of his projects and charities, from Well Child in Britain to Ecotourism Initiative Travelist, and sent to Bali, a charity he co-founded that helps children with HIV and AIDS. Meghan told journalists, "The work that they do at Children's Hospital LA is otherworldly, and I think from my standpoint, as a mom, no one wants to have to be in a position where you need to go to a place like this. But if you have to, the best place in the world you could go is Children's Hospital, LA. I have close friends who still have their children there going through treatments, either from high school, close mom friends now that are living there, that are having their children. It makes no sense whatsoever. This is the most ridiculous word salad. I mean, everybody's already said it, so I don't really want to be a broken record, but come on. How long are their friends going through treatments there? And your high school friends are still having children at the age of 43? Come on. Ridiculous nonsense. This woman just, she just spurts out whatever. She wanted to talk about the fact that she was a mom and be here. And as I already said, I think she did all this because she wanted to hug a child cancer patient just like Catherine did, because that's all she cared about. And since I was here making a video anyway, I found a couple more articles. They have some interesting little tidbits in it, and I thought a couple of them were worth the time. First of all, as I said, Times of India, they often have a lot about Harry and Meghan, and in some ways they might actually be one of the more unbiased ones. They don't seem to be a publication that she pays. They seem to put this out on their own, which makes them a little less biased. Now, it doesn't mean that they don't occasionally suck up to Meghan and Harry, but I do get the sense that it's just they're trying to give a fairly balanced perspective. So I kind of like reading their articles. Harry wants to sit down and talk with Meghan about future as dot dot dot. Harry extended his trip abroad while Meghan made a surprise appearance at a green carpet event in California, where she wore a bold red dress in an attempt to send a message of her own individual identity, apart from Harry and the royal family. As Prince Harry is set to unite with his wife, Meghan Markle, in California after a 3-week long solo tour of the US, UK, and Africa, amid speculations of their divorce, reports suggested that the Duke of Sussex will hold crunch talks with Meghan Markle about the way ahead, but not the way ahead in their marriage. Their US based team will also be present at the meeting to chart out new strategy for their different career paths. Now, as far as I have heard reports that Harry has returned to the US, as far as I'm concerned, unless there's photos, it didn't happen. Because I do not believe that he has come back to the US. Why would he? With everything that's going on with the Diddy lawsuit, there is no way this man wants to be back in the US right now. I believe Harry is in the UK right now, staying with the Spencers, trying desperately to get his father to talk to him so he can beg his father to get him out of the mess he's made. That's purely my speculation, just my thoughts. Prince Harry will engage more in his charity works, and Meghan will concentrate on her Hollywood projects and entrepreneur works. Yeah, I'm sure she will. What are those? Because as far as I can tell, there aren't any of them. But it is not yet decided how this will come together, and a final debriefing is scheduled. Final, huh? The success of Harry's solo endeavors has shown that a new strategy might be needed, a UK Express report said, citing a source. Harry extended his trip abroad, while Meghan made a surprise appearance at a green carpet event in California, where she wore a bold red dress in an attempt to send a message of her own individual identity, apart from Harry and the royal family. In fact, experts said her choice of dress was a message to the royal family and Hollywood that she is not hiding and is ready to reinvent herself. How many times is this? How many times is this woman going to reinvent herself? Like, come on. I mean, it's stretching the bounds of credibility completely that she thinks she's going to be able to rebrand herself again. Harry and Meghan also have to address their Christmas plans as they are not on the same page regarding Christmas. The entire family have received an invitation to spend the Christmas with Charles Spencer at his Althorp estate in England, but Meghan does not want to travel to the UK over security reasons. Again, I will say, as I've said many times before, I don't think she's allowed to go back to the UK. Prince Harry, on the other hand, garnered attention and success on his solo trips. Royal experts said his charity works are a personal message to his father, King Charles, that he is carrying forward the legacy of his mother, Princess Diana, who was a massive advocate for many charities. Oh, is that why she kind of is stealing some of her charities? I mean, didn't he do the landmine thing? Yeah, because he has to try and build off of his mother's valuable charitable time and effort. Apparently, these Christmas plans that they got going, which is their plans to do nothing, it seems to be quite a hot button topic, which is kind of crazy to me. I mean, it is still the beginning of October. Why are they planning Christmas already? But I guess they are. Rift between Meghan Markle, Prince Harry over Christmas holiday plans. This could be a real turning point. Oh, that sounds interesting, right? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are reportedly at odds over their Christmas plans, which could signify a turning point in their marriage. Well, that's funny because the last article said it wasn't going to be a turning point in their marriage, it was just an interesting discussion. Harry wishes to spend the holiday in the UK, but Meghan is hesitant due to security concerns. What security concerns, you crazy lunatic woman? Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle are rumored to be sparring over Christmas plans in what could be a real turning point in their marriage. The development comes at a time when the Duke is traveling solo to various parts of the globe in connection with various charitable endeavors, including at least two brief trips to the UK. Two? Two brief trips, which means he went from California to the UK to New York to the UK to South Africa, and then what? I believe he then went back to the UK. I do not think he's in the US at this time. So that's actually three trips to the UK, one of which is not going to be very brief because I think he's going to be in the UK at least until the new year. That's my guess. The Duke of Sussex is reportedly looking to spend Christmas in the UK with his wife and children. Markle, however, remains concerned about their security and therefore reluctant to step down on British soil. The Sussexes have been invited to spend Christmas with Charles Spencer at Althorp. Now, here's a question. Is Harry calling her bluff? Is Harry saying, listen, this is where I am. If you want to come join me, but I'm not going back to the US. And she is then appearing on green carpets in bright red dresses to get his attention so that he feels like he is missing something. So she wears the ugliest dress she knows she owns in order to get his attention. I mean, that's very possible, but Wow, bad call, Megan. I mean, if you're going to do it, wear a nice dress. According to an Express report quoting sources, the situation had become so bad that it could become a real turning point in their marriage. Harry is keen for the Sussexes to spend time in the UK this Christmas with family. However, there are still concerns lingering over their security. Meghan has always shown a reluctance to travel to the United Kingdom and finds it quite a challenge with all that's been going on. The publication quoted its source as saying, "Now I wonder if she is as determined and decided to get out of the US as Harry is. I would think that she would be. But then why wouldn't she be in the UK? Maybe she's not allowed. I truly wonder. What about Canada? What happens if Harry goes to Canada? I mean, the thing is, the UK and the US, there would be extradition or whatever, but would he be protected by Charles and being the king's son if he's in Canada? I wonder. Food for thought. Tidbit. This was a whole article. I didn't want to read the whole article. It was pretty much repetition of a lot of the themes that I've already covered. But this was particularly interesting to me. So we're still talking about his birthday, his 40th birthday, and how it began a series of public appearances. Then it says he has undertaken a series of solo trips in recent weeks, with reports suggesting that he was seeking personal space. Meghan is reportedly planning to launch her own lifestyle brand, while Harry aims to build his presence as a global philanthropist. Well, what do you mean she's planning to launch her lifestyle brand? Didn't she do that in April? She launched it then. It hasn't done anything with it, hasn't actually produced anything. But what is she going to launch it again? Because it failed so miserably the first time? I mean, none of this makes any sense. They're just desperate to say something positive. I mean, it's just a little bit crazy now. Now, this one final article, I thought this was very interesting because it's complete clickbait. But Meghan Markle breaks silence with first statement as Prince Harry ends separation. Again, unless I see a photo that I do not think is doctored or photoshopped in any way of him arriving back in the US, I don't believe that he is here. I mean, I could be wrong, but I doubt it. But, maybe stranger things have happened. Meghan Markle has broken her silence with her first statement just as Prince Harry is ending his separation from the Duchess. The Duchess of Sussex has broken her silence following a surprise solo appearance at the Children's Hospital Los Angeles Gala. Now, what do you think it is that she has broken her silence about? Has she broken her silence about where the heck she's been? Has she broken her silence about where the heck her husband is? No, 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 no. Don't be silly. Ready for this big breaking of her silence? In a statement released on the official Sussex website, Meghan revealed she was invited as a special guest by CHLA's president and CEO, Paul Viviano. That's the big silence breaker. Her announcement that she was invited. The biennial event, dedicated to celebrating exceptional services provided to children across LA, saw the mother of two standing alongside esteemed guests in support of this vital cause. Now, I will say I do agree with the Royal Grift's assessment that Meghan did not crash this event. She planned to go at some point. I do think it was a very last minute plan, but it was planned. She had too many people there with her to have just been crashing the green carpet moment. But I do think it was last minute plan just to attend the green carpet thing. I don't think she went into the event. I don't think she donated any money. Maybe this Viviano character said, "Hey, that's okay. You can come do the green carpet." Something along those lines, but she was expected there enough that she was able to bring Ashley, her little press secretary, there with her, in my opinion. Meghan's appearance at the gala comes as her husband Prince Harry returns to the US after a series of solo engagements in New York City, London, and Southern Africa. For the glitzy event, Meghan dipped into her wardrobe archives, recycling a striking scarlet Carolina Herrera gown. Striking, yeah, striking. Strikes bewilderment in anybody who sees it. The dress was first worn by the Duchess in 2021 at the Salute to Freedom Gala in New York. This time, Meghan opted for a fresh take on the look by removing the billowing overskirt. I do think that was a good move. Thank goodness she did. The overskirt was ridiculous, but I, the beachy waves didn't do it for me. I think that she was pretty desperate to go to that, and I don't think she looked good. I don't think she looked well. Meghan's connection with the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles extends beyond this recent appearance. The Duchess has a long standing relationship with the hospital, having visited on several occasions to meet patients and participate in the annual Make March Matter campaign. In a statement, Meghan's team emphasized the event's success, highlighting the power of the community support in improving the lives of those in need. Oh, really? How exactly did Meghan improve the life of a single human being? Because I just don't see it. Going and reading a book to a bunch of children who didn't want to read the book, who weren't interested in what she had to say, how is that improving their lives? The Duchess expressed gratitude to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles and all involved for their dedication and generosity. So we're getting this, right? The only announcement, the only silence that she broke was to say, "Hey, I was invited. I didn't crash it." Meghan's involvement with the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles aligns with her broader philanthropic efforts, particularly those focused on children's welfare and healthcare accessibility. Oh, really? Now she's focusing on children's welfare. I thought she was focusing on the internet, social media, and the ills of social media. Now it's children in general. Prince Harry has returned to the U.S. following a series of solo engagements. How many times are they going to say that in just this one article? The couple's separate public appearances highlight their continued commitment to various causes, even as they navigate life outside the working royal family. It's 6 years in. 6 years. Six? Five? How long have they been in the US now? 5 years? 5 years. And just now they're figuring it out? Come on. Meghan's statement about her gala attendance, released as Harry returned home, demonstrates the couple's ongoing efforts to maintain a public presence and support charitable causes. Again, how many times are they going? This is one article, I swear. Their individual engagements suggest a strategic approach to their public roles, balancing personal commitments with their shared philanthropic goals. Oh, wonderful. So that's all I have for you today. Just a few little tidbits, like I said. Just to give you an idea, I get the feeling that these two are going to lay low for a couple days, especially given all that is going on with in Hollywood. So I think they're going to lay low for a couple days at the very least. I do have a video that I'm working on. I said that there were additional little links that I wanted to connect back to the Shady Bunch. There are some people that seem to know about what was going to happen before it did, and there are people that, by all rights and reasons, should not have known. I'm working on that. I'm also going to look into a couple of the lemon rats and see what they're up to. And I may have given a little bit of a whirl at ruling the world. If you know, you know. So that'll be coming out, I believe, next week also. So I will give you the heads up when that comes out. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope everybody has a great day.
Dancing in